I'm transitioning to the topic of how somehow instead of listening to our nature, the nature within us, the nature outside, we replaced it with idols, replaced it with human-faced gods. And I will take this moment with me forever. Absolutely no idea where this journey today will lead me, but I am trusting the process and trusting the guidance of my intuition, the lifestyle, and the wisdom of the place, travel-wise, spiritually-wise. I'm not saying that paganism is the way to go, but maybe even them, they had the connection to nature more than we are. I'm not saying to put idols and pray for the god of rain to give the rain, but science has its, place in our world, a big, major role and a major place. Look at that. But somehow we made the word science associated with this neocortex of ours, something very rational, something very stagnant. Science is not what people think it is. Science is about experiment. Science is about trial and error. And somehow we made science like something stagnant. And we kind of put ourselves in the box of convincing ourselves that some things are the way they are. We give it rational explanation and then we no longer question it. For example, Earth is dead. Trees are just rocks, and rocks are just as trees, unliving things, mindless pieces of wood or metal or whatever rocks are made from. So I don't believe that. I believe that this planet is alive and trees are alive, and if you look and listen closely to what is told and the guidance that was shared through the art of movie Avatar, you can see how people are portrayed and you can see where we went wrong. All those sky people, it's humans, it's people. And then all the how do you call them? Not avatars, the the race, or who they are, those blue avatars. They are the way how people were before, in connection to the nature. Every time I watch this movie, it just gives me creeps, and I'm hating my own kind for killing that, diamond in the raw, killing that knowledge of, and killing that connection of ours to the nature. And every time, when I watch this movie, and when she, the main character, I forgot their names all of a sudden, when she was teaching him of all of the connection and the trees and ancestors living within that, within that network of trees, of the tree of the ancestors, and their connection and the respect they had for their, even for their food, even for the animals they would kill to eat, everything would come as a respect. And I believe it's not just fairy tale. I believe this is how people should live originally, in connection to the nature. That does not mean necessarily climbing Amazons and climbing jungles like me. all I'm doing is just sharing the message, and this message is about at least being in connection with the nature. It gives the groundness, it gives the wisdom, and it guides your body. It purifies your body. It's almost like you are, imagine you're dirty, you're just getting into the pool with the clean water, and you're merging with the water, and then you're so clean and you're nourished. This is exactly how it is. This is, this is the way of soul, somehow I want to say, through the nature. And people used to call me the weird one, just because I didn't feel comfortable talking about dicks, masturbation, shoes, marriage, and all of the stuff that was considered absolutely normal within communities and women that I was trying to be friends with. And I felt weird because I would always question things. I would always try to analyze and imagine I say things about timeline or connection to the nature or something like that. Well, you can imagine what I experienced, but I don't want to feel sad for myself anymore and victimize my own self. I don't want to do that. All I want to do now is trust the God within me, trust that the universe found the person that it can speak through and provide those messages, and I'll do my best to keep myself clean emotionally, physically, food-wise and all of that, to give those messages as clean as possible without my invasion into them, without my adjustments and my opinion, because it's not about my opinion. Just get stuff. I just open my mouth and things come through. And as you heard in the beginning of the video, I was not talking this fluently. I was not otherwise I would start in the city, because I was on the walk before for 3 hours. I already made my 10K for today, but not a single word came through. It started only when I came to this place where I wanted to be today. And what's interesting is that I'm living in my own bubble for a very long time now. Recently, I do study psychology and humans. Wait, I study the mind pretty much, psychology and all of that. But I do not, I try to keep myself in the bubble, so I do not program myself with the information that is somebody's, because we now have so many bloggers, YouTubers, people talking stuff all the time, and unfortunately there are a lot of people that did that manually just to get likes, just to get attention. And I'm just giving this solemn wow to only share. Look at this, I'm in the dirt again. So I'm giving this wow now to only share things that come through me and not give them my personal attachment. It's not about me. It's not about me being cool, sounding cool, getting likes. I do not need that. And I only do that just because I feel that I have to within my soul. And if I don't do that, I feel bad. I feel that my body is struggling, like it was meant to transmit information. But because of my attachment to human experience, I'm a perfectionist. I was really raised up with do not make mistakes, do this, do that. I like to be a certain way. I like to keep a certain opinion about myself. And I do not, absolutely do not like to be a fool. I have a very strong mind. This is why I got to the science, to psychology. I like to explain things. And believe me, all the things that I'm sharing, I'd rather, wait. I've been on a walk longer than that. Thank you so much. I'd rather not to say most of the things that I'm saying, just because I don't want to. Sometimes with my rational mind, all I'm thinking about is that I wish that it was not me who needed to do that. It's like that Moana, you know. Wait, how do I get through? It's so low. It's like that Moana. She's like, why did the ocean choose me to save the world? Choose someone else. But it was not about her. It was not that she was special. It was that she was the only one who was willing to listen. And she listened, and she opened herself to that truth, and she believed to that nonsense that everybody believed. That, you know, those beliefs were nonsense, but she was the one who was willing to be an idiot. And whatever, you got it, right? Okay, well, let me see where I am. I think I've been on a walk now for like an hour. And it's more dirty, and it's more further away from the civilization. I think my battery is also running low. Okay, I'll come back to you. I think I'll stop here for now. Thank you so much for the stranger's dog. Leaving a mark onto me. Did I not mention that? It's a secret. I do not entirely like dogs. Because they're loud. Because they're so loud. Because they never listen. Because this is what they do. Ugh. I was just talking about nature, right? And now, I mean, it's a personal preference for the pet. I'm a more cat person. This is off the record for the conversation about nature. It's not about actually, oh my goodness, look at that. I was gonna say it's not about loving like a saint everybody. It's about respecting. Well, a moment like this, some people wait a lifetime. For a moment like this, some people wait forever. I can't believe it's happening to me. I have no idea where I am actually. What's interesting is that this highway, it looks like it's a road either to the botanical garden, Kaneohe, or wait, could it be? It feels like, it looks like the mountain that you, like, that's how you get to Kaneohe, or actually that's how you get back, because this is exactly how it looks. But I'm going to double check. And I'm going to make my way back and probably make a loop, because I still, I think, have time and I'm curious to check out the whole area. So this is it, this is the reward. But before I go, just as a side note, I just checked the map and it is actually that highway that leads you to the Kaneohe. And I think I'm going to go there this week through that exactly highway. But now I'll continue my walk and I think I'm going to do the loop. Oh, it's even better. Look at that. It's even better. It says that I have about 25 miles, 25 minutes to go. And I like how all this way I'm descending, going down. I am actively walking today for like maybe 5 hours. And now all of a sudden I feel how my left hip is not happy. And I'm only walking on my Crocs. I wanted to give my legs more challenge to exercise, because always it's good for grounding and good for developing this good foot posture with the arch and all of that, but without you can feel it without big insole for the that running shoes or hiking shoes provide you. You can immediately feel it, how it's more if your foot loses its arch, then it can give you the pain in knees or in hips, because you put a lot of pressure. But I feel like at some point it's still good to start and exercising our feet to be the way they are supposed to be. Maybe this is actually the time to take off the shoes. Let's see. I don't always do it, but I've heard how earthing is really good for your psyche and just getting connected to earth. But I have to say that when the rocks are getting into your foot, is really uncomfortable. But maybe I think it will help me to unload all the pressure that I'm feeling right now. And overall, I think it's good for connection to the earth and reducing inflammations and all of that. I think you can only notice when you do it all the time. I do it occasionally, but it's more of the inner guidance towards that. I don't always do it because it can get dirty and sometimes there are no water and stuff, but we'll see how it goes today. What came through to me now is that if you're experiencing depression, a lot of anxiety, if you feel like you procrastinate a lot and a lot of things to do but you don't do them and you're afraid or something like that, take off your shoes, go into the forest or just go outside into the nearest park, and then against all odds just walk barefoot. You'll be surprised, but I was so nervous for some reason. Now I didn't even notice it. This day was crazy a little bit and it was very active too. But just when I put my shoes off, I noticed how things went quiet all of a sudden. Right after I stepped on a rock, it was so sharp and gave me so much pain. But when you're experiencing all the, whatever I just mentioned, it means you are disconnected from yourself, disconnected from your body. So when you go barefoot, you have so much sensations, and not all of them pleasant, I tell you. And you get connected with your body on a more profound level, a little bit through force, let's say. Because now you don't need to do it through the mind, the hell is that? But you walk and you have so much sensations, oh wow, it was sharp now. Oh, it's cold. It's softer than I thought. It's so nice. It's it's massaging, and I feel happier immediately. I have no idea how. I feel how all of a sudden the world is quiet, and I feel some sort of serenity within me, union with the nature. Because don't forget, I know we have soul, I know we are God's creations and stuff, but our body, it's an animal. We are animals too. And with the structure of our brain, with our bodies and all of that. So we need to experience. Do you know why keeping animals in the zoo is okay? Because this is how we live. We don't care about the nature within Oh, it's okay. We'll put this nice fur on the sofa. Oh, look good. We'll put this wild tiger in this small, encounter, and it's fine. It eats, sleeps, repeats. It's okay. That's how we treat ourselves. And then we wonder why are we depressed. There's no connection to the body, no connection to earth, no connection to nature, and we don't experience the world anymore. I promise you that animals do get depressed too, just like people. We are the wilderness that is trying to live itself through the mindset of a zoo. You understand? It's not normal. No matter how hard you try to build those encounters, it's not normal. So go ahead, take your shoes off, be weird like me, and experience the world through smell, through touch, through hearing, through seeing things like here, look at that. And then see how it goes. I do it every day in the morning or whatever. And then see. Because if you want to be happy, you feel like there's no serotonin in your body, go ahead and produce it. Not through pills, through basic encounters with nature, with sun, with your body. Okay? This is another thing that came through. I'll continue saving my battery. I still have work to do. Look at that. Slippery. Well, now it's safe to say that I made it. Whew. Sire. I remember last time we were exactly here, and it will now lead me to the bathroom station that is unfortunately closed today, but this is where my car is parked. I feel so good today. I think I walked like at least 20,000 steps today. But interestingly, after I walked barefoot, my hip felt better. But I gotta do stretches today, definitely. Whew. I think it was such a scenic hike, such an amazing hike. Can't believe I almost missed it. I thought, nothing special. See, don't judge the hike by its beginning. Last time we walked through this way, which you can walk, it's okay, both directions. But I liked it that I started from the top, and I actually thought that I messed it all up by not finding the right spot to go. But I actually liked it from the top. I think that this is the way to go. More interesting and kind of easier, but maybe it's just my point of view. And this is it. This is it. Shit. Who's this yelling? Okay, gonna climb that stairs. This is where I came from. This is where the chickens were chasing me. And that's it. Go to my car. Maybe there is enough time to get to the ocean today. We'll see. hope you enjoyed the ride, and I'm home in a village. I don't know what it is about this vibe, but I immediately feel so good. So it's so spacious here. It is so nurturing. I don't know how. I was so tired, but now I feel so much better. Thank you so much for being here with me, observing, traveling, learning too. And today was such an incredible day, I think. So many lessons, so many wisdom came through. And one more time, I was able to connect to this idea that everything will fall into the right places. Everything will be perfect when you listen to your inner self, to your body, to your inner guidance that has this like bigger vision for you. So we'll continue some other time. For now, I'll go rest and all the rest. And thank you so much again for watching. I'll see you guys in a different episode.